Hopefully I have everything set up properly. I hope I will. There we go.
A blade embraces its duty, as a jeweler cherishes their gems. A blade embraces its duty, as a jeweler cherishes their gems. So this is a day in the life of the traveler. I'm learning more about you all the time.
Alrighty. I haven't done one of these in a while. Welcome. Hopefully everyone's doing good today.
Its duty,
Give me a
as a
sec.
jeweler cherishes their gems.
Ayaka is in the background being obnoxious. Alright. I didn't mean to do that. That was a complete accident. I meant to grab this and move it over here. How is everyone doing today? Ignore my hair. My dumbass decided to try cut my hair, and it did not result very well. We're going to start, hopefully finish. I'm not entirely sure if we will, but we're going to start Nahida's Story Quest Act 2. I'm super excited for it. Hopefully, we get to the Dendro Dragon part. Spoilers, I didn't really mean to say that. But hopefully we get to the Dendro... Yeah. Hopefully we get through the first part. If not, we'll continue it in another live stream. Probably not tomorrow because I am going to go get a tooth pulled, and that's probably going to be it. I'm probably not going to be in a recording sort of mood. So if we don't get to it tomorrow, then we'll probably end up doing a video on it either Wednesday or Thursday. And I still have yet to finish Ghostwire Tokyo. Still have yet to finish that, so definitely should probably do that. One Piece Odyssey, that's gonna have to hold off until I get a better graphics card for one, because my graphics card cannot handle that game at all. So we're going to... Let me just move this over here. There we go. Let's go ahead and... Whoop. Shoot. Shoot, 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 shoot. There we go. Alright. Let's go ahead and kind of shrink down the camera a little bit. Noticing that it's like really freaking big. We'll go ahead. Yeah, I guess it could stay right there. Alright, let's go ahead. How bright do I have this? Not very. Okay. Let's... I just realized something. I entered without returning back on the sound. Alright, let's go meet Nahida. My hope... Sorry, hang on. That's gonna bug me. I had an outline on my webcam of, like, where the ratio was. That was gonna bug the absolute shit out of me.
Hey, isn't that Nahida?
Where's she going?
Nahida! Paimon didn't think we'd run into you here. Oh, hey there. It's been a while, hasn't it? What have you two been up to?
Same old, venturing and stuff.
Seems like you've been enjoying yourselves. How about you?
Yep.
What are you up to now? I'm just looking out for some leads while getting some fresh air. I noticed that I have some blurry memories after saving Ermin's soul. I almost feel like there's still something extremely important I need to do. But I can't remember what it is. What is that?
Yeah.
Don't worry, we'll help you remember. Thank you so much. Since you're willing to help, I have something I'd like to show you.
Well, they're talking. I'm gonna, because I also want to do some leveling. I want to see.
Oh, it's beautiful. It looks like it's filled with some kind of...
That's funny.
I found it in the sanctuary of Suristana, but I have no recollection of it whatsoever.
You guys might not be able to read it, but FC just said I got the fucking weapon.
But yet, it's
He's
also
been
alive.
trying really hard to pull
It's
Nahida
very
and
likely that
her
it's connected to
weapon,
my
so
body memory, but I can't figure out what it is.
I just congratulated him. Let's see. Might honestly not even have to do weapon stuff. I might just have to do stuff for characters. Teachings of transience as well as teachings of prosperity. I might try leveling up Kokomi and Ningguang today because those are the characters that, at least today anyway, those are the domains that are available, so.
Traveler, do you have any ideas? You know, Nahida, we just happen to be going on an adventure right now. If we find anything, we'll be sure to let you know right away. Thanks, you two. I didn't mean to trouble you again. Don't mention it. Besides, it seems you've got a lot on your mind, and we'd like to help.
Why is there hydro fungus?
Hey, get out! You shouldn't be around here!
Hold on, guys.
I'm sorry, Lesser Lord
Hey,
Kusanagi.
Google, turn
Fungi
lamp to
don't
red.
usually come near this place. Last warning! Get out before I kick you out, you hear?
Hang on. I think it's trying to tell us something.
But Great Dendro Archon, it's a monster!
Please, don't worry. I think I understand. Seems that it wants us to follow it. You can understand it? Even though different creatures have varying habits and ways of communicating,
Always,
the emotions we experience are all the same. I can
always
feel its
wondered how
anxiety and
Nahida connects
its
with
in
these
dire need of our
creatures.
help. Well, fungi are kind of cute, but... true. Okay, let's go take a look. All right, lead the way, little fungus.
Alright. Let's go see what this fungus wants us to
Some
go
fungi are friendly,
check
while
out.
others are super aggressive and attack anyone they see. It can't be helped. Perhaps in their eyes, humans are like fierce monsters as well. After all,
Wow,
it
this
can't
thing is
distinguish
slow.
which human behaviors are hostile or not, and it'd already be too late for them once humans have drawn their weapons. Hence why they tend to strike first, rather than
Question,
waiting.
if I go ahead of it, is it just gonna
Too different
sit there?
from how humans think sometimes.
Nope.
That's what I meant by shared emotions.
Ah, right here. We're just gonna wait for the fungus. There we go.
It appears it was in a hurry because of this unconscious fungus. Seems like they might be family.
That
So maybe this
could be.
fungus wanted to bring Nahida here to help its family member.
Guys, please ignore my hair.
Probably. Although fungi are simple creatures,
I
they're very
completely
sensitive to
messed it
elemental
up while
power.
trying to kite on my own,
Maybe it
and
noticed me on my way back and thought I'd be able to help.
it's growing back,
Take
but
a look.
slowly.
I should be able to help if it's just a common illness. What is it, Nahida? Strange. Very strange.
Huh.
This fungus didn't develop from a spore. It's an elemental life form. Huh? An elemental life form?
Oh,
Yes.
hell. Oh, no.
Although the fungi you normally see are capable of using elemental powers, they're merely borrowing elemental power from nature around them.
Huh.
As for this fungus, it has elemental power flowing through it. Definitely not anything like your
Whoa,
typical
that's
fungus.
creepy. Kinda cool, though. Honestly.
Exactly. This is very interesting. I've never seen anything like it. So this is a first even for Nahida. But that's not all. There's a large void within its elemental power. The void is stopping the elemental power from flowing normally, which must be why it fainted. So do you think it'll wake up if we can fill the void? Yes, and I just so happen to be good at this sort of thing. I'll... My power was compatible. Looks like everything is fine now.
Lord of Dendro? Is it really the Lord of Dendro? Oh, I
The
can't
fungus
believe the Lord of
talks?
Dendro saved me. Thank you, as well as the
Hold on,
strange
hold on. I
creature
got
next
a
to me.
message SC about this.
It can talk?
Oh, I didn't expect such a strange creature to make a sound like that. Seems I'm just as shocked as you are.
What? Of course Paimon can talk. Paimon isn't a strange creature. Paimon's just...
What?
Paimon!
Hello, Paimon. I am not yet able to evaluate an
What?
organism's intelligence from its appearance. I will only know you are able to speak once you have spoken.
Oh, well, no need to take it seriously. It's no big deal. But does Paimon really look so dumb that people might think Paimon doesn't know how to talk?
No, Paimon, you're completely normal.
You misunderstand, Paimon. A mouth is used for eating, breathing, and other functions that are more important than speaking.
That's some AI
So the
shit
creature
right
may
there.
not speak, even if it has a mouth.
That
I've
is
never seen
freaky.
a creature like you before, so I dared not make the assumption that you could speak.
Oh,
Even if you do possess a
no.
number of human traits, it is still very common for creatures to have similar external forms but completely different interiors, just like fungi and slimes.
Did this fungus study at the academia? It seems even more talkative than Paimon. You're not a fungus, are you?
That's correct. This might be surprising to you, and I'm sure that you must have questions. Let's find somewhere else to talk. It might startle my fellow
What
family members
actually?
if I speak too much using this strange.
No, I totally believe
I
that.
was confident that I knew of all the creatures in Tibet. Even if
I
there are ones
just-
I've never seen with my own eyes, I thought I
The
possessed
fungi
all the relevant
talks.
knowledge about them. However, even if I were to lay out the traits of all elemental life forms, you don't seem to match any of them. What are you? And where did you come from?
I come from an ancient race. We have existed for a very long time, possibly longer than any records in existence. My home was filled with flowing water and great mountains. Lush grass covered the land, and my family and I lived in bliss and
This
happiness.
is even
Until
more
the apocalypse
weird.
came
This
and
is so
changed
much
my
more
home
weirder
forever.
than the last update.
A horrifying power consumed all there was.
Fungi should not
The
be
seeds of
talking.
catastrophe nested and
They're
grew
technically
inside
just
of us,
mushrooms.
twisting and warping us, causing us to lose control. We were victims of the apocalypse, yet in time, we also became the apocalypse itself.
The apocalypse? I'm not sure what it means either. It sounds like some kind of old fable.
It's a long and complicated story. It will take me some time to explain it clearly.
Don't worry, we'll listen. Please continue.
I was lucky and managed to survive. Afterward, I left with some of my family.
I'm
and came to
texting
Sumeru
FC
to
about
search for
this.
a
I'm
way
just
to
like,
rescue my
what
homeland.
actually
I
is
came in
this?
contact with many species and learned from their cultures and knowledge, hoping to understand the truth behind the apocalypse.
I'm
We
gonna...
later found out that humans know the power of the apocalypse and refer to it as forbidden knowledge.
There we go. Sorry about that, guys. I was trying to adjust some settings. Okay. So this fungus knows forbidden knowledge.
Your home was destroyed by forbidden knowledge? Does that mean you're from the desert? It said that they are looking for a way to save their homeland, but the catastrophe of the desert should have ended a long time ago.
The Lord of Dendro is
What?
correct. We are not from the desert. I would very much like to tell you the location of my homeland, but unfortunately, I've forgotten. That may sound a little odd, as it is very important to both me and my family.
Yes, how could you forget?
I am a life form that was contaminated by the apocalypse. A part of my knowledge and memory was taken away as the contamination inside of me was purged.
Ah, I get it now. So the void of elemental power was left behind from when the forbidden knowledge was purged. I'm sorry.
Oh.
I hadn't considered that kind of possibility.
That's okay. Lord of Dendro, there is no need to apologize. Without your help, I would have lost more than just my knowledge and memory. And not only did you save me, but you've also already rid the world of the remaining forbidden knowledge, right?
That's right. The forbidden knowledge is no more, and your homeland should be safe now.
My home should be safe now. We can go home. For the longest time, this moment has only seemed like a
Question
dream.
is, where is her
I
home?
never knew it would become a reality so quickly. I was unable to fulfill our calling. I never found a way to save my homeland, and I have even forgotten where it is.
It's not your fault. You've already done everything you can. Every species paid a grave price in the fight against forbidden knowledge. This is not a responsibility you should carry on your own. You mentioned that there were other survivors besides yourself. Where are they? Maybe they'll remember.
The apocalypse put us through immense pain. Many of my family members have already met their end. I'm not sure who else is still alive.
Don't worry, I should be able to find them. Just leave it to me. I'll leave the rainforest to the Aranara. And as for the city, there are a few nice kids that should be willing to help. Oh yeah, they'll give us a hand.
That is true,
Give
they
me a
will.
moment. I'll contact them right now. That should do it. It may take some time to find them, so let's wait for a bit.
Thank you, Lord of Dendro. We all believe that you will keep your promises. The moment I saw you when I awoke, I had a feeling you were here because of the agreement.
Hmm? Agreement?
You might not remember, but this is a prophecy that we deeply believe in. That the Lord of Dendro will bring us home once the catastrophe comes to an end.
Ah.
I see. I'm sorry. There are also some blurry segments in my memory as well. But I'm very concerned about your homeland. This is something I should help with. It's really no trouble to me at all.
Would you all be willing to come with me somewhere as we wait? The more family members that can return home with me, the better.
But didn't you say that you don't know where they are?
Yes, but I know their end. I will explain it to you along the way.
Okay. That must have just been the beginning. I don't know how long the story quest is, either. Well, we managed to make it somewhere.
There's something that I'm very concerned about. Yes. I didn't mention it just now, but do you remember when I told you that the power in the crystal is very similar to mine, yet also different? The elemental power inside the crystal is completely identical to that of the fungus. What?
Huh. That's actually kind of
Exactly.
interesting.
The prophecy that it mentioned was probably
If
an
you guys
agreement
want to
that
see
I
me
made
play
with
like
an
any
elemental
sort
red
of
bird that once
games,
represented this race.
I try to
I
stream
had to
every
deal with the
Thursday
forbidden
over on
knowledge to
Twitch,
save their
twitch.tv/Trinexus
The
TV.
process, however, took away some of my memories.
So you can
That
check me
sequence of
out there.
events would explain
I haven't
the
been
persistent
streaming
feeling that
much
I
over
had
there
unfinished
lately
business.
just because of the
Makes
fact
sense.
that, I don't know,
Too bad it
I've been
didn't
trying
even
to build
tell us
up my
more.
following over here on YouTube, so.
Yeah, I've been trying to think of a place that fits the description of its homeland, but I'm unable to come up with anything. Agreed. I really want to send them home, so they won't have to wander around anymore.
Alright. Let's figure out what we need to do here.
The road here is a little rough. I'll lead the way.
Oh yeah, originally I was gonna stream when I got, Ayaka. I was originally going to try to stream when I got her weapon, up, but that didn't end up happening the way that I wanted it to, so. Unfortunately, I didn't end up streaming. I am gonna put Suresh away, though, just because of the fact that I may need something else out. I'm gonna... Okay.
My apologies. Embrace the ice.
I just got her, so I am trying to still level her up.
Whirling snow.
But her, hey, come get me.
My apologies. Whirling snow. Take flight.
She's dead.
Amazing. With such skills, you all would have definitely been able to find a way to survive the apocalypse.
Probably.
Hey, Paimon has been meaning to ask.
No, we didn't. The appearance of our kind will change according to the environment. After communicating with various living organisms,
The
in
fact
some
that
way,
she can know exactly
we
what
discovered that
Paimon's about to
fungi are
ask
the life
before
form most
Paimon
adapted to
asks.
live in these lands.
No.
Thus,
I don't
we
like it.
gradually took the form of fungi and became a part of their group.
It's hard to believe that's even possible.
The most important instinct any life form possesses is adapting to the
So,
environment.
elemental
I don't
beings
think
can
that
take
should
the form
surprise
of
you,
any
Paimon.
creature
Your hand is shaped like
when
that
they are
for a
close to
reason,
extinction.
so you are able to grip and use tools more easily. The reason why fungi absorb elemental power is to blend with the environment and fend off natural
Ah,
predators. We
okay.
are dendro life forms, one of the most ancient life forms in this land. That is why we are so adaptable.
So you mean
Gotcha.
if Paimon wanted to, Paimon could change into a different form as well?
Not as freely, I'm afraid. You would require a long time to make that happen. Although this is common sense to us, it is still extremely
Hold
difficult to
on a
explain.
second.
Putting it as
Why?
simply
Wait.
as possible,
Hold.
changing form
Why would
requires
Paimon
age,
say that out of
and
all the
energy comes with
characters?
time. You cannot make a sprout grow into a giant tree instantly, nor can you force a
That's
tree to bear
suspicious.
fruit overnight.
I see. Humans have a term for this. It's called growth. Ah, you're so smart, Nahida! Paimon gets it now!
Growth. I see. Yes, then this is what you would call growth. A most beautiful word. I shall enjoy it more as we walk.
Okay. Paimon just said something.
Farther is it?
We're about halfway there. You're doing great, Paimon. Do you need me to carry you on my back?
Huh? Oh, no! Paimon was just curious! Paimon isn't that tired. You seem to enjoy taking care of others.
You think so? Just the
Okay. Before we go any further, Paimon just said something that kind of stuck out to me, which was her talking when the fungus was talking about growth or like becoming a fungus because they can take in elemental energy. Paimon asked if she could do the same, which makes me wonder if she's able to shapeshift or become something different. It just stuck out to me
So this is a day in
because
the
it was a
life of
very
Uh,
weird thing for her to be
it'd
saying.
Awkward, wouldn't it? Why don't you fly up and sit on top of my head? We can figure out who will carry who later! We have monsters here!
Ow!
My apologies. Yeah, submit. Take flight.
Check this out.
Billowing surge! Rest and rebuild!
Whirling.
Well, that was easy.
I think we may have a different understanding of carrying someone. No matter whether it's tired or not, my child is always happy when I put it on my back and give it a ride.
Child? You mean the fungi we ran into earlier?
Yes, one was my friend, and the other was my child.
Why can't your kid speak?
Because it's just a fungus. I don't want my presence to change or affect the original state of the
Smart,
fungi
blending
species here.
in. That's actually
However, it is
really,
slightly
really
different
smart.
from an ordinary fungus. It seems to understand some human language, so I gave it a name.
Oh, then it must be a really cute name. You know, like Bongo Head.
You have an odd taste for names.
Huh? Paimon thinks that name is great. Strange and cute at the same time. It's a name only Paimon would be able to come up with. That's right.
The name I came up with was not as creative as Paimon's. I learned it from an adventurer. Its name is... I'm sorry, but I've forgotten. Seems like I've forgotten many important things. Yes, I must remember it before I return. It's just as important as my homeland.
Okay. So...
Yes, this way. We're almost there.
Oh... Shoot. Oh, no, 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 no. We have a... God, I haven't come across one of these in a while. We have a... Withering Zone.
It's the Withering.
Yes, I have heard humans also call it that before. It's the last form we take when we are at the end of our life.
Paimon doesn't understand. It's trying to say that when they've suffered enough and reached the end of their life, they become a tumor of the Withering.
Yes, I would have also suffered the same fate if it wasn't for the Lord of Dendro's help.
So, this is how the Withering is formed? Previous research has revealed that forbidden knowledge is the root cause of the Withering. But even if forbidden knowledge has been completely removed, its influence still remains, which is why the Withering remains even after forbidden knowledge has disappeared. They've been tormented by forbidden knowledge for a long time. It's understandable that they will eventually become the Withering. But what a sad and pitiful end.
When I left my homeland, flowers like these filled the fields. Each bloom represented an individual life. They grew in the pristine lakes, in the fertile soil, in my home, and in the homes of my friends. They grew everywhere, until the world suddenly lost all its color and became tainted.
So
and murky.
this is where we find
But
out
it's
where
all
the
right.
true origin of
Our
the
life
Withering
essence,
came from.
Elemental power.
Okay.
Still resides in this flower. After an adventurer clears the Withering, I will quietly draw near the area. If I can sense the elemental power of my companions, then I take them with me.
But that would mean the effects of forbidden knowledge could have...
It's okay. That's not important anymore. I just hope that they can all make it back home. It's not right to leave them to simply perish in the open like this. Now that we
That's a good
finally
point.
have the chance to return home, each one I manage to bring back will make me that much happier.
I understand. Just leave it to us. So you're worried about me? It's fine. Forbidden knowledge doesn't exist anymore. It's natural to want to be overcautious when dealing with a highly venomous snake, but when all that's left is its skeleton, there's nothing to... Paimon doesn't get what you two are talking about, but we're all ready to go now, right? Then let's do this! We've dealt with the Withering countless times already!
I'm surprised we didn't die just standing right there.
Here's backup! Don't get too close!
Hold the line. Grow, grow, grow.
Yep, he's dead.
The Temple of Wisdom.
Oh, hell. Hi, big boy.
A minute to memory.
Whirling snow, embrace the ice.
Fire it up!
Allow me.
My apologies. Give up.
This may hurt a little. Sharing my knowledge. Grow, grow, grow. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Take flight.
Rest and rebuild. Committed to memory.
Nice. Awesome, awesome, awesome.
As I expected, it's the last of my kind that I'm aware of, so it wasn't able to make it to the end. If only it could have held on just a little longer.
I hope that you will be free of this pain after returning home. Just thinking about how many elemental life forms have turned into tumors of the withering makes Paimon sad.
It's okay. As long as elemental power still exists, then we will still be around. An external form is but a gift of time. Through growth comes change, and even abandonment of previous forms. However, our true nature is not so easily affected.
It wouldn't have come to this if we were able to cure them earlier. But I will cure all of them. Even if it's just for the sake of the rainforest and all the life forms that live in it.
Thank you, Lord of Dendro. It was a wise choice for us to place our trust in you and wait.
Hold on. I think I got something.
So cool how she can do that.
Oh, I see. Okay, I understand. Thank you so much. So, they found a fungus that matches the description I gave them. It's currently unconscious.
It must be in a similar situation as I was. We should hurry and go take a look.
Okay, follow me.
Alright. To Varnara, I think. No. Well, kind of. We're going into the area near Varnara, but it's not actually Varnara. Oh, wait, behind me. I love how I move, like, just a little bit,
It's just a little further inside.
and then immediately...
There's so many fungi here. They're probably all ordinary fungi, right?
I'm gonna turn that down a little bit.
Yeah, they won't be happy to see us.
Yeah, probably not.
No fighting. These are all its family. Although we belong to different species, we've spent a long time living among the fungi. They can be reasonable, as long as we try to communicate.
What should we do? You're the only one who can make it through, right? But you'll need Nahida's power if you want to save that fungus. I've got an idea. Can you teach me how to change into a fungus?
You want to transform into a fungus? But we don't have time for growth.
Nahida is a god! Changing into a fungus should be a piece of cake for her!
Even gods can't bend the laws of time so easily.
Then we'll have to enter with the risk of being noticed. We may not be able to avoid a fight, but if spending some of my power will guarantee the safety of you and its family, then I'm willing to try.
All right. You have great elemental power, so you may be able to do it. You will have to use power equal to that which is required to break through the limitations of time. I will
Got
lend
it.
you the relevant knowledge that I have. It should make your transformation process a little easier.
Alright, I'm ready. Changing into a fungus should be quite an interesting experience.
Lord of Dendro, this is nothing to joke about. I am extremely serious about this.
As am I. I'm not joking at all. Alright! Let's not get hung up here. If it's really possible to turn into a fungus, then why don't we give it a try now?
Okay. Good luck, Lord of Dendro.
Nahida is a fungus now. Alrighty then.
It's actually not too bad. My perspective in this form isn't much different from usual. The unconscious fungus is just below here. Can you all help me determine which one it is? Oh, how do we do that? I'll get close to them while you make your way over from above. You should be able to identify it then. All you have— Okay, got it!
Let me lure away the fungi up top and make way for you.
Alright, good luck, Nahida. Let's go, Traveler.
Such. Alrighty. Can... I'm sorry.
There's a fungus on patrol in the center there. It looks pretty vigilant, so I'd better go around it. Why is it reacting like that? Uh-oh, the fungus on patrol noticed me.
Okay.
There's a fungus on patrol in the center there. It looks pretty... It seems they didn't notice me. It seems that fungus won't be moving for the moment. I should hurry and make my way through. This is the spot. There are several fungi here. I'll hide and wait for the Traveler to catch up.
It's that one.
So this is the one. Understood. Nahida? What? I never knew that it was so tiring to change forms like that. I even used the techniques that it taught me. Seems like its warnings were not unfounded.
The power of time accumulates slowly and goes unnoticed. A great price is to be paid if you wish to perform drastic changes instantly. thank you for everything you've done. All seems to have gone according to plan. Now, we simply wait for it to wake up.
Who are you? I apologize. Language is not easy. Need long time.
It's okay, I have good news. Let me explain it to you the fungi way.
Why? That sounds very similar to Klee.
Apocalypse ended? Go home now?
Yes.
Yeah, it sounds
Unfortunately,
very
I've
similar to
forgotten what
Klee.
home is. I was hoping you still remembered.
I remember.
Really? That's great!
Home, Dendro Dragon.
Dendro Dragon. Ah, yes, the Dendro Dragon.
What Dendro Dragon?
I'm sorry, I just got so excited. I've probably never expressed such emotions before. But yes, our home is the Dendro Dragon.
Oh, wait a minute. Hyman's confused. Do you mean the Dendro Dragon as in an elemental dragon? Like Dvalin?
Yes, they're both dragons, but Apep, the Dendro Dragon, has been around for longer and has accumulated dense elemental power. But I don't quite understand. Why would you say that your homeland is a dragon?
Yeah, that is weird.
Live inside the Dendro Dragon.
Oh! Oh!
Inside,
It just clicked in my head what that meant.
mountains, water, trees, us.
There is an
Yeah, it
entire
just clicked
world
inside my head
the
what
Dendro
that meant.
Dragon's body. The Dendro Dragon nurtured the earliest life forms and protected us inside of itself.
Yeah.
It once told us in a majestic voice that once we finally matured, we'd be able to start life in a new world. However, that day never came. Our homeland was the greatest place there ever was before the apocalypse arrived.
Apocalypse meaning the fall of Conry, I'm guessing. Maybe. That doesn't sound right, though.
Yes, a very good example. It appears that you're much smarter than Paimon. The only difference is that the Dendro Dragon is much, much larger than any Dendro slime.
Wait, then if that's the case, doesn't that imply that Apep has also been contaminated by forbidden knowledge?
Yes, that is correct. What has suddenly made you look so worried, Lord of Dendro? I haven't seen this expression on you
Uh-oh.
before.
Apep is the most adaptable life form in the world. The forbidden knowledge should have become a part of its body a long time ago. Which means that if all the forbidden knowledge has been eliminated,
And a big void will also form inside the dragon!
I'm afraid so. Its body and soul have probably been in terrible shape for some time now. No wonder I haven't seen Apep for so long. But how did it get contaminated? Was it due to the destruction of King Deshret's civilization?
That could be.
But anyway, Apep disappeared and has been gone ever since that time. It's been enduring unimaginable pain all the while. It's probably in pain as we speak. Yes! How could I have forgotten? If the Dendro Dragon fails to hang on, the elemental power inside it will no longer be able to maintain its form, and will all be dispersed. Dendro elemental power of that concentration will cause the rainforest to overgrow. Giant trees will completely block out the sun. Plants and humans will fight over oxygen. Sumeru will no longer be suitable for sustaining life.
Hey, what about the crystal? Why don't you show it to them and see if they know anything about it?
Yes, I'm sorry. You're right. We don't have time to panic. Have you two ever seen anything like this before?
No.
Its power feels very familiar. Like something from our homeland, but I don't know what it is. I'm sorry our memories aren't very reliable.
It's okay. I'll contact my helpers just as I did before and see if they can locate your other family members.
We're still finding family members?
I'm counting on you all. Your info is crucial to us now. Let's wait for their reply again, though I know waiting can feel unbearable at a time like this.
Thank you. Family bringing fruit.
I explained to them that you aren't hostile. After seeing you save it, its family is very grateful to you.
Go home, thief. Hard decision. Don't know. They are weak. I worry. If waiting, then I hope.
Don't worry. I understand what you are trying to say. Family is very important to us, no matter when we were actually family.
So...
It has done a lot to protect this territory and can't help but worry now that it's about to leave. Can you do one last thing for it while we wait?
Of course. I can relate to how it's feeling. I need to organize my thoughts as well.
Thank you. Thank you. Tend soil. Food. Don't like plant invasion.
There are two things that it wants you to do. One is to look after the land that the food is grown in, and the other is to drive away the plants that are trying to invade the area.
Soil. There. First. Seed. Here.
Paimon understood that. No need to translate. We'll take care of it right away.
Alright. I love Ayaka's ability to do this. Helps so much.
Oh wow, we planted all the seeds! It's time to handle the invading plant life!
Let's move out.
Ow!
It wasn't hitting when its dead plants were invading!
Your life is mine. I got you covered. Check this out.
Yeah, yeah, huh. Kamisato art. Sometsu. Huh. Yeah. Ha. 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 Take flight. Ta. Yeah. Ha. Yeah. Ha. Yeah. Ha. Yeah. Tch. My apologies. Unthinkable. Ha. Whirling snow. Yeah. Ha. 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 Yeah. Ha.
Hold the line!
Sakura swirl. Ha. Ha. Yeah. Yeah.
He's dead.
Whew! That should be all of them.
Yeah, I've calmed down now. But it doesn't seem like there's too much we can do until we receive some new leads.
Can you tell us about the Dendro Dragon? We don't know anything about it. Who is it? And what does it have to do with King Deshret?
Well, the history of dragons starts from the very beginning of Teyvat.
Okay.
Sumeria was Apep's territory. In those days, the lush rainforest covered the entire nation.
Oh, so there was no desert back then?
Not at first. That came when a giant spike fell from the sky, turning a huge section of the rainforest into sand. In an attempt to adapt to its new environment, Apep changed color from the emerald green of the forest to the yellow of the sand.
No wonder those two elemental life forms are always talking about the importance of adapting.
Apep has always seen itself as the master of Sumeru, and has refused to recognize the new order that was established. Even now, it probably still holds great hostility toward the gods. However, powerless against the power in the sky, and then the forbidden knowledge many millennia later, it's been unable to stir up any trouble.
Okay.
Conflicts between the two sides are destined to continue until a balance can be found. As far as I know,
So Apep
had been
doesn't really
sleeping in
like the
desert,
gods of
and King
Teyvat.
Deshret had taken a great interest in it. Maybe this is why Apep was contaminated. I'm not sure what may have led it to become involved, but rescuing it is definitely our top priority right now.
Okay.
The crystal that I have in my possession is probably the key that links the two matters together.
So somehow we're going to use that key to reconnect, almost like decontaminate, I guess, Apep. If that make any sense. I would accept that right now, but I cannot. Kinda busy. I get those invites all the time, and I'm just like,
Lord of
kinda trying to record.
family happy.
You really like them, don't you?
Family like. Do you not like your family?
That's not what Paimon meant. It's just that you guys aren't actually the same species.
Does that matter? Family likes me. I like family.
Paimon doesn't quite understand.
What it's trying to say is that as long as family members get along well, then nothing else matters. You place importance on appearances, but we do not. We find the experiences, knowledge, and connections we've made to be more important. These are all things that are more reliable than mere external appearances. These are the fruits of time, and the essence of what it means to grow.
Oh, Paimon gets it now. Looks can always change, so what's inside of us
Where's
is more
Nahida going?
important. It wouldn't matter. Paimon would still be able to recognize you right away.
Oh? Understood. Thank you. Still nothing new from the forest. Seems like we won't be able to find your other family members for now. It appears we are out of leads to follow. And if no one knows how this crystal works, then Apep may be in danger.
Sorry.
It's okay. It isn't your fault. I don't think it's a coincidence that neither of you can remember anything about the crystal. Maybe it's because the crystal has a very close connection to forbidden knowledge, which causes memories of it to be unclear. And if that's the case, finding the other fun guys
That could
still
be
won't
why
help
her
us out.
memories are foggy. That could be why Nahida can't remember memories from her past.
Memories. Lord of Dendro, do you still remember the prophecy?
I do. What about it?
The prophecy is a story that connects events of the past and the future. A family member once
If
said,
Nahida
"Apocalypse
cannot
is upon
remember
us, and that there is value in
stuff from her
preserving
past,
the rest of the family
could
did not know
Irminsul
of its
potentially
being
be
time,
corrupted?
So it left.
Preserving the apocalypse?
Because Irminsul is the key to Sumeru, or like the overall seeing eye tree of
the land. Did the prophecy say where that
the
family
knowledge,
member went?
so
To the limitless depths east of Sumeru, a murky place that no one can return from.
the chasm.
Yeah, that must be the chasm, right? But what is it doing there?
It's impossible to preserve forbidden knowledge, but what if it can be converted to a different form? I'm sorry if I'm suddenly not making any sense. However, I do think it's possible. Follow me. I'll explain it once we find the elemental
Could
life form.
The chasm. If you're unable to reach the... Head to the deepest part of the chasm. Should be able to reach that, right? Deepest part of the chasm would be... the, not underground mines, but... it'd be here. That's interesting, though. Well, I mean, it's not surprising considering the fact that the chasm is sort of connected to Sumeru, as well as Conria, which could explain why that could explain.
So that elemental life form came all the way here on its own and spent a long time by itself? Wouldn't it already have become the Withering like the others?
There is a chance that it could avoid that end, using the power of something here. I'm referring to what was used to fight against the Abyss. It once repaired the rifts of Teyvat long ago. It has the ability to purify and stabilize powers that shouldn't exist in Teyvat. Forbidden knowledge that its light has shone upon is kept here forever in a different form. Yep, it's just like soap bubbles that rise to the water surface.
Another strange metaphor, but Paimon somehow...
So the ooze is just another example of the elemental beings that survived the withering.
Giant spike and hidden within the oozing filth.
Yes, and it shouldn't be far from here. Let's go and take a look.
Okay. Because this is originally where we fought the Ruin Serpent when it got destroyed by the pillar. Although the interesting thing about the pillar is it went right back up into place. Almost like a stable area. Almost like that's where it's frozen in time. Even if it gets knocked down, it still goes back up into place.
It's over there!
Looks like we'll have to clear out the oozing filth in this area. You two should be able to take care of it, right?
Yep, we know what to do. We'll just use the lumen stone on the oozing concretion.
Rest and rebuild. Take flight. Yeah. Submit. Check this out.
Okay, so I did actually want to have out Bloom and Stone Adjuvant. Okay.
Oh, we finally managed to rescue it.
It should be the life form from the prophecy.
That light.
Wait, something dark is coming out. What's going on? Didn't Nahida say it was purified?
Maybe it's because such a long amount of time has passed. Although the power of the oozing filth is more stable than that of the apocalypse, it is still a form of dangerous power.
Yeah, no
It
kidding.
lost its mind after being soaked in it for such a long time.
Oh no.
Oh, just like the Hilly Churls.
Ask.
I should be able to purge it with my elemental power.
Just like with the Hilly Churls that were losing their mind in the chasm. That makes sense, because they went into a deep slumber and they started to go crazy.
But this is our only chance.
Traveler.
It's okay. I trust your judgment. I was being a little hasty myself. Let's see if we can think of another way.
Oh, yeah! You said that the elemental power in the
I
crystal
love how the
was
traveler
identical
just
to
stood up to a
theirs.
god.
You want to use its power, but
The Lord of Dendro seems hesitant. I too would advise caution. It's risky to use its power without fully understanding its intended use.
That's a good point.
Understand. This no good, that no good. Save lives. Important.
Yes, I understand, but this is our only chance to return home. We cannot afford to be careless.
That's a
it's
good
okay.
point.
There's no need to argue. I'll think of something to do about the elemental power that will be used. How about this? Traveler, you could try using it. I understand that you have an amazing resistance to forbidden knowledge.
Don't overdo it, Traveler. Paimon will be worried.
Okay. I should be able to. Wow, that worked like a treat.
Lord of Dendro, and you others, how long have I been waiting here?
Yay! Looks like it worked!
Lord of Dendro, here in person. Does that mean the apocalypse has come to an end? Wait, did you get smaller again?
I'm sorry. That portion of my memory is highly unreliable at the moment. I can't seem to remember who you are.
That sounds about right. After all, the purpose of my existence is precisely for those unreliable memories you speak of. You once said that the apocalypse will be completely eradicated, and that relevant memories will become unstable. Even you couldn't promise that you'd remember our agreement after those events take place. However, you are definitely someone who stays true to your word. My sacrifice is nothing compared to your resolve.
You and I made the agreement?
Yes, you used your power to protect me. That is the reason why I was able to survive here. To be honest,
Rukadavata.
nearing my end, I had thought I'd be stronger than this.
I knew we'd probably hear more about her in this update.
In order to preserve a somewhat stable memory, I had to change the power of the apocalypse into a different form. Only the giant spike that fell from the sky was capable of doing something like that. But the moment I chose to go through with it is the moment I lost my chance of being rescued by the Lord of Dendro. But enough about me. Lord of Dendro, let's get to the important matter at hand. As you can see, I won't last much longer.
I understand, and I'm sorry, but can you please tell me what this is?
This is a fire seed. It's an essential item for saving the Dendro Dragon. Thankfully, it appears to be in good condition. The
Finally,
Lord of
we get an
Dendro
answer
and
what it
Arken
is.
created this item together. It mimics how the Dendro Dragon's Heart of Oasis operates. The Dendro Dragon has been tormented by the apocalypse for far too long. It too is nearing the end of its power. However, if you are able to reactivate its Heart of Oasis using the Fire Seed, then the Dendro Dragon will begin to recover.
And that means
And
that
as
they
a
would
result,
also stay
our
alive,
homeland will return to the way it once was.
right?
Oh, so the Heart of Oasis is Apep's source of power.
No wonder the crystal was able to heal this fungus just now. That's what it's used for.
What? You used the Fire Seed to save me?
Mm-hmm. Why? What's wrong?
That's... never mind. It's not your fault. You didn't know. The Fire Seed contains a high concentration of elemental power inside of it. It's very powerful, yet fragile at the same time. It is not stable in its current form, To prevent any accidents, please don't use it again.
Since I am its creator, I will take responsibility for it. I assure you there's no need to worry.
All right. Aside from being able to heal the Dendro Dragon, the Fire Seed can also resonate with the heart of Oasis.
Okay.
In other words, you'll be able to find the Dendro Dragon by following the guidance of the Fire
I was
Seed.
wondering if that was the key.
There is little time to waste.
What about you?
Forget about me. You should hurry home now.
Everyone is returning home, including you.
As I told you, I've already lost my chance to be saved by the Lord of Dendro. Lord of Dendro, I thank you for coming to find me, and for being willing to save the Dendro Dragon. Our past has been saved, and our future has been ensured.
He's been
That's
infected.
enough for me, just knowing that they will return home.
Hey, wait!
He's been infected by the deep slumber.
Oozing filth.
Can you use the Lumen Stone once more? I can still feel its elemental power. Please, of all of us, it deserves the chance to return home.
This is a small ball of light that it left behind.
I can feel it. I can feel its knowledge and emotions. It has all returned to its original elemental form and is becoming one with the other family members. Do not be sad, my friends. Its wish has come true, and it's very happy right now.
Because its external form doesn't matter, right?
Yes, because our external form does not matter, and our home has been saved. There is nothing more important than being together with family.
Let's go!
Alright. Let's get these fungi home. Simmer's Dedger. Oh! Oh yeah, wow, that makes a lot of sense, actually. It just clicked in my head. Could that hole... Oh my god, could that hole that I found in the desert be the answer?
It's not much further. Follow me. We're close now.
Possibly? No. Wait, we're going the complete opposite way. Never mind. I thought maybe, potentially, but no. Doesn't seem like it. So glad
Feel
they...
its power lingering and shifting around us. Sometimes it feels distant, but other times it seems close. This is its way of warning us. It has
Oh!
already noticed our presence.
So that's what's inside the sandstorm. That makes so much sense.
That way. Hey, look! Something's over there.
Oh! Uh-oh.
We found it. Apep, the Dendro Dragon.
Paimon knew it would be big, but not that big.
That thing is massive.
Puny god, puny human, leave my domain. Frail life forms like you cannot survive in the endless sands of the desert.
Apep, we're here to save you.
I do not need saving, especially not by you, brewer. You are no different from Amun. Both of you have only existed for a fraction of what you know as time. Yet you call yourselves lords of this land by leaning on the heavens' glow.
Wow.
You're better off paying attention to your path ahead.
That thing is
You
massive.
will fall where you've fallen before.
I know that you hate both gods and humans, but you've grown too weak now. Can't you let go of your hatred, even for only a moment?
Let go? For only a moment, foolish boor. You will find no gratefulness from me, even if you heal me. You will only be reviving the dragon that will destroy Sumeru and the 7 nations.
No, you're ill, that's all.
That I am. Time will bring death to all. It's unavoidable. Although I am gravely ill, my mind remains clear. I am different from the ancient dragons that came to terms with you.
There's no need for this. There's no point in fighting. What we need is the truth.
The truth. The shackles that the God of Wisdom cannot escape from. I have paid dearly for the truth, and you shall do the same soon enough.
Hey, don't leave!
Careful, something's coming.
Ah, what is that? Paimon's never seen that before.
Neither have I.
It's our family.
Huh? They're your family too? But they don't look anything like fungi.
External form not important. Inner nature say.
The composition of their elemental power is identical to ours. In other words, they're residents of our homeland.
Is this what they've become after experiencing the apocalypse?
This is also a form of adaptation, although a most gruesome and pitiful one. Many of our family members never made it out of the Dendro Dragon. They've gradually taken this form in order to survive the apocalypse.
Is there any way to avoid fighting them?
Hey! Can you guys talk? We're here to rescue you!
They've given it their all just to survive.
They're being drawn by the fire seed. Only its power can temporarily free them from their pain. All that remains are the instincts to survive and search for...
That is
continued
insane.
Everything else has been discarded in the process of adaptation.
So this is the result of forbidden knowledge.
Would our world become the same if forbidden knowledge was allowed to
Well,
rampage
forbidden
across
knowledge drove that
like fish
can't remember,
traveling
general, I think it was,
I never
in...
found a single puddle of fresh water in the entire world.
What was it? I think it was in 3.1, if I remember correctly. It drove the general, of the Eremites crazy because he couldn't handle the knowledge.
Yes, but please try to be gentle with them. They are not evil in nature. All they want to do is survive.
Fire it up!
Covenant of the Deep!
Wow, they're not very strong.
Paimon thinks they used up all their strength. They don't seem aggressive anymore.
They want to go home.
Yes, it was never their intention to leave the Dendro Dragon.
Is there a way to make them revert to their elemental form? Years of torment is what turned them into their current state.
That is
Their external form has
crazy.
become their shackles. It seems only the fire seed or Apep's Heart of Oasis can save them. But it'll be risky if we use the fire seed again.
Correct. We cannot use the fire seed again.
Everyone goes home. Not just us.
This is becoming quite the dilemma.
Let me think for a second.
Do we get to fight the Dendro Dragon?
It's fine. Let's use the power of the fire seed. I can't bear leaving them in the desert like this. Don't worry, the decision is on me. I'll take responsibility for whatever happens. It won't require much elemental power. I'm just worried that it'll become unstable. But as long as I use my elemental power to stabilize it a little, it shouldn't be a problem.
Thank you. Sorry. Stubborn.
Thank you, Lord of
Hold on, guys.
Dendro.
Returning home is the most important thing to you.
What's up?
I've come to understand that during our travels.
What?
I'm not doing this just to protect you, but also because I hope to use you and
What
your
about?
experience and try speaking to Apep again. After all, that giant
Oh,
dendro dragon
that,
is also your family.
Yeah,
Maybe
you have
listen.
fun with that. I'm,
I will stand with
very
you, Lord
close
of
to
Dendro.
fighting Apep.
I will never forget your kindness.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, here it goes.
Family.
I'm currently at the part where, Nahida is using the fire seed on the... What?
Whoa. It's shining
What
now.
part are you at? Oh. I thought you already completed it.
Endless amounts of knowledge and
Oh.
emotions are moving inside of me. They're all very excited. To imagine such growth could be achieved in such a short
Well,
period of time.
Get ready
Because
for,
you're carrying everyone's
Apep,
hopes and
because...
dreams.
Fucking...
Yes,
I
finally.
thought they were
can
joking
go
when they
home.
showed him in the
This is
trailer,
the
but...
last part.
Holy
Let's go.
fucking shit, that thing's huge. What? No. That was actually... Dude, I swear those fungi went sentient on me. So you've heard... So, okay. You haven't... You just healed the fungi. Have you heard it start talking? Yeah. Sentient fungi much? Alright. I'm live streaming right now, so... It's fine. I'm gonna go fight Apep. If you wanna watch on YouTube, you can. I'm probably gonna try to finish this in one go. Alright. Yep. Bye. Sorry about that. That was
Respect must be
FC
given to the will of every creature. Each fish in
telling
the
me that
ocean
he
sends
just
in its own
finished
direction.
the I can't think of what it is. He just finished the I can't think of what the hell it was called. He finished the other quest, which isn't the story quest, but the main quest at 3.6. Which I was gonna do a video on, but, I didn't end up doing a video on. Yeah, okay, so we are going back this way. Alright. That's good, because that means this exact area... Yeah. So... Here's my question, though. What, Because I know down here I couldn't enter it before. Okay, so that means that where I thought I could enter before, I can't. Find where Apep is hidden. Probably down this way. Let's go ahead. Yeah, shut up, Hilly Turtles. So, Apep is probably... here. My guess, anyway. Okay, so Apep is not apparently that way. Well, okay, maybe he is. I just am kind of jumping the gun a little bit. My bad. Okay.
This cave is huge. Could this be where the Dendro Dragon lives? Yeah. Who knows what's inside that cave?
Our goal is not only to find the dragon, but to also enter the world inside of it. That will be impossible if we can't get it to cooperate with us.
But how are we gonna do that? It doesn't seem to want to help at all.
I'll see what I can do. Apep, I know we don't see eye to eye, and that we have a very different understanding of the world and its orders. However, we are both born of elemental power, and both suffered the torment of forbidden knowledge. We are not that different. And right now, we share a common enemy. We should not let our differences get in the way.
Wonder if the Dendro Dragon's even willing to listen.
I don't care about what you believe in, who you hate, or what you've done in the name of hatred. Nor do I expect you to be grateful. I'm here to save both you and your people. My people. They've been searching for a way to save you ever since they left their homeland. They yearn for a chance to return home. And now that everything is over, all the hatred that you harbor has lost its meaning. Rather than continuing to fight, you should consider the life you've produced.
No response.
Your eagerness to survive means that you haven't given up on that world yet. If you claim to know so much more than I, then why don't you truly think about why you want to survive? And why you're so vengeful? Please keep everyone safe. And send us to the homeland.
Oh god, okay. So, we're going to Apep's resort.
Nahida, where are we? Huh? And what about the traveler? Where'd she go?
I was only able to ensure that we made it here safely. It's possible we arrived at different locations.
Well, then let's go have a look up ahead. Paimon's feeling really worried.
Yep, let's go. I wouldn't worry too much. The traveler's no pushover.
Paimon knows that. It's just that Paimon isn't used to not having the traveler around. Let's hurry. She might be just up ahead.
Alright. So we are playing as Nahida. Okay. Oh, you. I was hoping that I could look at Nahida's build. Oh. As soon as I entered, it locked behind me.
What's that?
That should be the heart of Oasis. All we need to do is light it with the fire seed, and it'll restore Apep with elemental power. The damage it suffered internally will also slowly begin to heal.
Then let's hurry and light it. We still need to find the traveler.
Alright, hang on.
Wait! The fire seed!
It shattered. It was even more unstable than I expected.
But why? We barely used it!
I'm not sure. Perhaps the fire seed was only capable of protecting one person? But if I didn't use its power on everyone, there's no way of knowing where you could have been sucked into. And even if that's the case, there's no reason for it to simply shatter, unless...
Unless what?
Unless I was already in a weakened state when I created this fire seed. which would be when we had first saved the desert.
Oh no. Wait, let's put that aside for a moment. If the fire seed has shattered, wouldn't that mean we came all this way for nothing? Oh. Do you know what we should do now, Nahida? Oh, come on, Paimon, think!
Don't worry, Paimon. This is my responsibility. The fire seed is technically just a ball of highly concentrated elemental power. Although my elemental power is slightly different than that of elemental life forms, I gained a better understanding of it when I turned into a fungus. So, all I have to do is imitate that power, while adding some of my own. And I'll be able to do what the fire seed was supposed to.
You're gonna become the fire seed?
Yes.
I mean, it'll work, probably.
But it still won't be anything compared to when I was in the desert. I might, however, become even smaller.
What happens if you keep getting smaller?
I'll become a blade of grass or a twig. Basically, I'll return to how I was first born. I will be able to unleash power beyond my limits if I can reverse the process of growth.
But you'll lose everything. You'll not only lose your appearance, but you'll lose your emotions, memories, and who knows what else?
That's all right. None of that matters compared to the dangers that Apep is facing right now.
No, wait! There has to be another way. Besides, what will Sumeru do if you turn into a twig?
That's
Maybe you and the Traveler can plant me in the soil of Sumeru once it is all over. I can still communicate with the world through the forest. It's just that you won't be able to see me for some time.
You can't be serious. If the Traveler were here, she definitely wouldn't let you go through with it. If we knew this was how you were going to take responsibility, then we never would have agreed in the first place.
I'm sorry, Paimon, but we're out of options.
that's true. We really are.
Not all eagles who have fallen to the ground can soar in the sky once again. But if no risks are taken, then the eagle will be grounded forever.
No. Please, no, Nahida!
Here comes the Traveler.
The fire seed shattered, and Nahida's,
I know. A sacrifice must be made, but not by the Lord of Dendro. We've all grown on this long journey. If the purpose of that growth was to return home, then our wishes have come true. Would you lend us your power?
You knew it would come to this. All the knowledge, language, and emotions that you have learned will be reverted into pure elemental energy.
That is smart.
In your homeland, nothing of who you were will remain. You won't be remembered by anyone. Is that truly the return you've always dreamed of?
Lord of Dendro, don't be sad. This is not your home. We go home. Lord of Dendro should also go home.
That is so cool.
Hear us, please. Feel our heartfelt desires. Awaken.
All right. I have a feeling. Yeah.
because you're carrying everyone's hopes and dreams.
Yes, finally. We can go home.
Torrent, bring refuge!
Greg, I already got it like down halfway on health. Damn.
Don't get too close. I got you covered.
Embrace the ice.
Okay. All right.
My apologies.
Protecting me with your elemental power. Goodbye. We may never meet again. I will wait for her no matter how long it takes. This is the agreement we made.
Take flight. Don't waste my time. It's not.
This actually so far is not that bad.
Supporting fire.
My apologies.
Don't get too close.
Hold the line. Covenant of the Deep. Submit. Sharing my knowledge. Committed to memory. Embrace the ice.
Check this out. I got you covered.
Give up. Take flight.
Fire it up.
This may hurt a little. Whirling snow. Billowing surge.
Yes! Let's go! Oh, my wrist is hurting. Uh-oh. Alright, here we go.
I learned a wonderful word. It's new, which means light. It will be your name forever.
Oh, shit.
Here's backup. Don't get too close.
Covenant of the Deep. Allow me. It's not.
Fire it up.
this?
Can you hear Paimon? Say something!
That's the first time,
Matter, right?
I think, in a while that I've actually taken a boss down in like one go.
Their knowledge, memories, and emotions have been reverted to elemental power and released. They are no longer able to respond to you. The guardians that have accompanied me for countless eras have also transformed into my elemental power. Just as they did, they will be born once again now that they're one. There's nothing to be sad about.
That's different! They won't ever be the same.
Paimon, we will never understand it, and it will never understand us. That's how it's destined to be. But as long as you can be healthy
Oh
again,
my
then
god.
nothing else matters to me, Apep.
I'm so glad I did that in one go.
As long as your health is maintained.
I thought that
Thank
my rage
God
would be
for
kindled once my
Kokomi.
However, what I feel now is a feeling that has long eluded me. The feeling of peace.
The
Aww.
forbidden knowledge influenced you ever since you were contaminated, greatly amplifying your hatred and rage.
Yes, there's no denying that. Although my hatred for that usurper from beyond the heavens still stirs deep within me. Destroying you and your people serves me no purpose. Be that as it may, my position still stands, and I will have nothing to do with you. When you inevitably perish due to your ever-expanding curiosity, I will still sneer and mock you in my heart.
Heesh, who can put up with you?
I respect your decision, and with time, I will prove to you that we will not repeat our mistakes. Before you begin resting, there is one last thing I would like to know. How did you become affected by forbidden knowledge?
It's a long story. We all once believed in the distant past that only forbidden knowledge could give us enough power to defeat the heavenly principles. The Dragon King acquired the power of darkness from outside of this world.
That has a name over it.
Us in a fight against the order established
That's
by
probably
us.
gonna come into play later on.
Dragon King?
That's my guess anyway.
An unimaginable war took place into that, causing destruction on an unprecedented scale. The world itself was on the verge of collapse. In war, the victor would inherit the right to shape the world, while the losers must turn into ash. But I didn't give up on searching for a way to turn the tides, even after the death of the Dragon King. As I attempted to collect more forbidden knowledge from the corners of the world, as it was on the verge of collapse, sand dunes arose where there was only forest. And it was as if even Sumeru itself was trying to tell me that the era of the dragons was over.
But you still didn't give up, did you? Because of Amun al-Ahmar.
Yes. Al-Ahmar eventually obtained this power with the help of Nabu Malikata. His
The
ambitions
goddess of
continued to
powers.
grow, and he planned to establish a powerful kingdom.
This
in
stuff's
my home.
probably gonna come into play later on,
Although I
so...
didn't think much of him, I allowed his actions under one condition. The condition was that after his death, all the knowledge he came to accumulate would belong to me. At that time, I still harbored deep regrets. By the time the Dragon King finally returned, the world had irrevocably changed. Some of the dragons have grown close to your kind, and have forgotten all about our hatred from when the world was taken from us. And some died, leaving behind nothing but their bones. While others chose to flee after
So...
experiencing pain.
Dvalin is still alive. He's the Storm Dragon.
But for me, the scales
Apep is apparently still alive. So we have yet to know if
even to this day,
the Pyro, Hydro,
I
Cryo,
will follow it
Hydro Pyro or Cryo Dragon are still
When Alachmar's
alive
proud
or
kingdom
not.
collapsed, I swallowed him whole as I agreed and absorbed his elemental power. However, what I gained was no benefit. No. I gained the apocalypse. I used up all my strength just trying to keep the pain under control. I had no energy to analyze the knowledge he had accumulated. But even then, I still believe that his insanity was far greater than that of my own.
So that's how the apocalypse started.
I admit that I fell for his trap. I was like a final failsafe in his plan.
Okay.
Tiny Booer, and the rest of you, continue forward. I shall keep a watchful eye. How far will a life so dear and precious to the heavenly principles be able to go? I wonder.
Wow. That was not a tough fight, but if I didn't have Kokomi, I definitely would have died.
We've been sent back out. Still in one piece, too.
The dragon will need to rest for a very long time before it is fully healthy again. It's not as ruthless as it was before. Curing the dragon of its illness has seemingly made it more open to reason.
Nobody's in a good mood when they're feeling sick. Even though we accomplished something really important, Paimon still doesn't feel happy for some reason.
Indeed. Although they'll still have the chance to be born again, they've lost their memories of their journey and their feelings for their homeland. Each opportunity for growth is unique in its own way. Perhaps the immense power we released was the pouring out of all these irreplaceable emotions that
Can you really call a place with no family your home?
family.
I'm wondering if I was to get Nahida, if they updated her
Those are things I might be waiting for it to
materials,
return.
because if so,
Yeah. Let's hurry and go take a look.
that's gonna be...
How are we going to explain all the complicated things that happened?
Okay, so... No. So, do I have to complete... Do I have to complete the story quests before I unlock that as a fight? Or maybe? I don't know. Alright. Let's go tell the... Back here again. I think it took quite a beating, but she did pretty well. She held her own.
You've been waiting here all this time?
We're back. I'm sorry. I really am. But it's gone home and won't be able to return for a very long time. Don't be sad. It did it to protect you. Your happiness is more important to it than anything else in the world. It said that Muir is its most important family member. That's your name, isn't it? Oh. This is wonderful. So it has left traces of itself after all. They will definitely meet again. Someday.
That is beautiful. And just like that, the story quest is complete. But does that mean... And I hit AR-56. Yes! The Realm of Beginnings. Right there. So now I have that unlocked. Let's see. Does it go all the way... 3 different levels, right? 4? 4 different levels. Okay, that makes sense. Alright. let's go talk to Catherine, and let's get our adventure rank rewards. I have a feeling I'm gonna have more than enough for when Kazuha comes around.
Ad Astra Abbot.
Finally hit AR 56. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 more. And then I am officially done with the adventure ranks. Alright. Let's do a poll. Probably not going to get anything from it. Yeah. I figured as much. Alright. That's awesome. As done, and then all I have left to do now is Layla's hangout event, which probably shouldn't take that long.
So this is a day in the life of the traveler. I'm learning more about you.
I originally was gonna do some leveling up for some characters, but I think I'm gonna be able to. Actually, I do want to check to see if I can level up Ishin more. I can. Level 87. Nice. Almost 500 attack damage. Nice. Alright. So she does in total 1762.
A blade embraces its duty as a
83, 90, 80, 90, 70. Alright. I think that is where I'm going to leave this live stream. Mostly because of the fact that it's pretty late, and I was not expecting that story quest to take that long. So there we go. Thank you all for watching this live stream. If this happens to be the first video or live stream that you've seen of mine, consider subscribing down below, as well as check me out on Twitch, twitch.tv/Turnexus_TV. I try to stream there every Thursday. I just noticed that I have that ring light in my eyes. Yeah. So hopefully we'll do some leveling up of Ayaka in the next stream, as well as I'm not going to do any polls. I'm going to wait till 3.7 to do that. And yeah, as always, check out my other content. I normally post every Tuesday, and Friday. And that's going to about do it for this live stream. I'll catch you guys in the next one.